Okay. Woohoo! Good morning. Um, I'm sorry that my voice is really weak, but it's not even 5 o'clock. I'm starting the new moon live stream early because I'm really touched by this moon. So right now we have the sun in Pisces, and this is a tremendous time for healing. And this whole period, not just the new moon, not just today and tomorrow and the next day, but like this whole entire month that the sun is transiting Pisces is completely about healing the entire year that has gone past. So the astrological new year starts March 20th this year. And the new moon in Pisces, Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. And astrologers call it the dustbin of the zodiac because everything that you've not healed is going to come in for you to heal so that when March 21st, when spring comes around, you actually can start with a clean slate and feel renewed, like those beautiful flowers of spring. So this is a really important period. Um, so my name's Crystalline, by the way, just in case you don't know me. And I'm a spiritual life coach, and I do intuitive astrology, and I work with the planets to bring healing opportunities to anybody who's wanting to hear. Anybody who needs healing, anybody who's experiencing wounding, I'm here to help you, to help you find healing and balance, and not just tiny healing that lasts for a minute. I'm talking about healing your core root issues so that you can transform your consciousness and elevate your life. That's my job. So, what I do is I listen deeply to my intuition, to my connection with source energy, and then I bring that healing message to you. And so, what I'm doing currently in my programs is I'm running a free 30-day challenge where I'm helping you heal all the year, all of 2019, from March 20th of 2019 through February 29th, no, sorry, March 19th of 2020. That entire year, we are healing in 1 month. And, we're really blessed right now because there's a new moon that's happening tomorrow. So February 23rd is the new moon. But depending on where you are in the world, it's going to be February 22nd to the 23rd. So I always do the new moon live stream the day before so that you can prepare yourself and know the best way to use the energy of the new moon and the sun in whatever sign. I do this every month, but today we're working with Pisces. Anyway, I come to you at 5 a.m. the day before every new moon each month, 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Right now I'm in California, but I will be back in Italy in March. On March 20th, actually, I fly from LAX to Rome. So I will be back home when I do the next live stream for the new moon in Aries, which is going to be super exciting. Um, okay, so today we're talking about the new moon in Pisces, and I want to start off. I want to show you how to find your powerful healing um, by telling you about my powerful healing. So, a couple of days ago, I was talking to my therapist at our usual session on Wednesday. No, we had our session on Thursday. No, whatever. Anyway, I was talking to my therapist, and I said to my therapist, all of my clients this week were late paying their invoices. And even though, like, an invoice date for me is not like you pay it exactly on that date. To me, I'm cool, like you pay it within the next week, week and a half, I'm good. But for whatever reason, inside me, and this is what we have to know, you have to use your feeling nature when you're healing because that's how spirit communicates to you through your feeling. Spirit will also communicate with you through your mind and it'll tell you things that feel logical, but always, always, you must back up logic with your feeling because your feelings are the kind of navigational system that tell you whether you're on track or off track. So I send out the invoices like I usually do on Monday. And by Thursday, nobody had made a payment. And so I had a feeling of freaking out like, what's going on? Why? I felt panicky. I felt disturbed. And I felt the most important thing is that I felt upset. So when I had my therapy session, um, the first thing I said to my therapist was, Pamela, they aren't paying my invoices. I'm not getting paid on time. People think it's okay to not pay me on time. Normally, I'm laid back about my payments, but this week, no, it felt really bad for me. And I remembered when we were talking, my therapist, I was feeling really upset. Like I could feel like I wanted to cry because my payments hadn't come in. So, this kind of different feeling is a warning sign that you are about to enter a deep healing experience. Something is about to shift and you need to pay attention. Don't squash it down. Don't try to make yourself um, don't try to make your um, don't try to invalidate your feelings. Don't try to squish them down like they don't matter. It's very important that when you feel these feelings that you actually take action on them. So, and you listen to yourself. You take yourself very seriously. Don't be a bully and bulldoze past your emotions. So I said to Pamela, I said, I feel very upset. And I feel like everybody else's circumstances are more important than me getting paid. And so my therapist, being a good therapist, she says, well, what are some of the other things that are showing you that circumstances are more important than you? And I started kind of thinking back over my life. And I'm like, this thing came up inside my head where my stepdad, who's a really good stepfather, a very loving man, but there's something that he's done with me throughout my childhood. I met him when I was 10 years old. And what he would do would be to make promises. And then because of circumstances, he would back out of those promises. And please keep in mind, I am not blaming my stepdad or my mother or anyone for anything that happens to me. I need to blame them all once upon a time because I was in that consciousness. But now, with my level of healing and evolution, I can no longer blame them. However, I still have to talk about them because they are a part of my soul's journey, my soul's reasons for coming to Earth. So to demonstrate for you, I have to talk about them. So um, so my stepdad would make these promises and then he would back out of these promises. So my stepdad did that and my mother did that. It was as if, oh, whatever we told you last week, things have changed this week and we can no longer uphold the promise. So our commitment to you and to our word is actually conditional based upon the conditions, based upon the circumstances. Now, this is really important because with your relationship with God, a promise is a promise. And our connection with God, Goddess, whatever you want to call it, is about God keeping its promises to you. Now, as a human, our relationship with our earthly parents is reflecting our relationship with our heavenly parents. And so, what I have been experiencing since I was a child here on earth is a relationship with my parents where what they say doesn't actually matter. It's going to be taken away consistently. Whatever they promise is going to be reneged upon. And so I've lived my life expecting for life to say one thing, but then, and it will go very well. All of my clients pay their bills on time up to a certain point. And then their circumstances come in and negate what they said to me. Now, their promise to me, right? So when we enter into a coaching relationship, I'm going to give you 13 sessions of coaching, and you are going to pay for those 13 sessions of coaching according to what we discuss. That is our relationship. That is our promise. I'm going to deliver you 13 sessions of coaching. I'm not going to give you 10 sessions and be like, that's it. Things changed, right? Can't do that. So you can't say to me, all right, things have changed. I can't make I can't keep my promise to you, right? So this is mirroring to me. And like I said, I'm okay with a person, making their payment a little bit late because, you know, circumstances change. Oh my God, I am setting myself up for failure. Okay. This is why we need the sun in Pisces and the new moon in Pisces so that we can awaken and see what inside of us needs to change so that the outside world can then reflect to us our new understanding of life, of ourselves, and of our expectations. Okay. So in my therapy session, I have this awakening that circumstances are more important than me. Now, as I'm talking to my therapist, I keep getting messages from my dad trying to make a plan for yesterday. So Thursday, I had my session. I was going to be seeing my stepdad on Friday. And so in comes a message that says, on Thursday, we need to have a we need to have dinner at 4:30. Choose the place, and we'll meet at 4:30. Okay, that's the message I get. So I said to my therapist, this sparked me to kind of really understand that my dad doesn't keep his promises to me. So let me fast forward to yesterday. So my dad is a dentist, and so he was working on my teeth. And so he says, okay, so we're going to meet at 4:30. Send me the text message of where you want to meet. And I said, okay, no problem. So he finished the dental work, and I sent him the message right away, right? And sent him a couple of other messages. He replied back to me, implying that he got the message, right? And so I get to the restaurant at 4:30, and I sent the same message off to my stepsister, my dad's daughter. And so I send the message to her, and 4:30 comes around. This is now 4 hours later. I get to the restaurant at about 4:10, and I send a message to both of them saying, "Hey, I'm here at the restaurant. This is what I'm here. Like just see you guys when you get here, 4:30." So about 4:15 comes around. My stepsister sends me a message, and she's like, "Oh, I thought you were going to come to the house, so I'm here at the house." And I said, "Okay, well, I'm at the restaurant, so just come on." And so then she sends me another message and she says, "Well, I don't want to hold you guys up. I'm not going to come." And I said, "Okay, but I'm actually sitting here waiting and dad's not here and there's plenty of time for you to get here. So just come on and meet me at the restaurant. I'm really looking forward to seeing my stepdad and my stepsister and hanging out and, having dinner. I'm looking forward to it. I've hung out, in town waiting for it. Boom, 4:30 comes around. My stepsister sends me a message and she says, "The traffic is too heavy. I'm not coming." Now, I've not heard from my dad, but my stepsister is backing out. And I say, "Okay, well, I'd really love it if you'd come. Um, but, whatever, this is starting to feel a little weird. It's starting to feel actually pretty rude. I'm not liking it at all." I'm sitting here waiting. Don't back out. Like I've made it out here from Eastvale, from Riverside, 2 hours away. You can drive from Westwood to Culver City, to have lunch with me, to have dinner. So, and so she says, "Okay, I'm going to get in the car and come over now." So I'm still sitting there waiting. And so now it's about 4:40, right? And I've still not heard from my dad. And my stepsister writes me and says, "I just drove by dad's office and his car is still there. And his car is still there, but so I'm gonna just pop in and see what's going on, why he's not left." So I said, "It's okay. Dad can get to the restaurant. We can call him or something, but why don't you just come on and meet me? I'm sitting here by myself waiting for you guys. I've been sitting here now for half an hour. It'd be really nice if you all would just come on and meet me, or you would just come and meet me." And she says, "Well, no, I'm really worried. And so, it's not like him. And so I want to make sure nothing's happened." I'm like, "All right, dad's a grown ass man, but all right, you feel like you got to go in and check on him. Go in and check on him. I'll see you guys here when you get here." So, um, so they are now inside my dad's office doing whatever they're doing, and I'm sitting there waiting, and they start texting me, telling me that I now have to change the plan and get up from the restaurant where I've been sitting for half an hour. Actually, sorry, it's now 5 o'clock. So I've been now sitting there for 50 minutes, right? And they're now together at their office. Now, this is the stepfather and my stepfather and his daughter. So they are the family unit. Okay, this is important because this is about healing, right? So their family unit is there. And me, the only one, the stepchild, is over here. Now, everyone has been like, "Oh, you need to make the arrangements. Go ahead. We're going to come meet you." So I make the arrangements. They're like, we're going to come meet you, and I'm over here. So the real family is there. The outsider is here. The real family says, what you've done is inappropriate. You're too far. Now, they told me, you choose the restaurant and we'll come and meet you. Now, you've chosen something that's too far. Um, you didn't communicate appropriately. Um, Circumstances have changed. I had an emergency patient, and now I have to meet. We don't have time. I have to be at dinner. Have to be at a play by 7:30, and this is now not fitting in. So what you have to do is get up from your restaurant where you've been waiting for an hour, come and meet us up here for Indian food, and that's what we're going to do. So all of this is to say that it struck me that I'm in a situation of feeling completely, again, upset because circumstances are invalidating my needs and my desires and the promises that were made, the commitment to, hey, come on out, we're going to have dinner, blah blah blah. Really hurtful. So what I learned from this was that there's something inside of me that keeps me as a stepchild to life. So for me, this new moon in Pisces is about understanding that my relationship with God is mirrored by my relationship with my stepfather. My stepfather always introduces me as his stepchild, but I call him my dad. Now, in this video, you've heard me refer to him on a number of occasions as stepdad, but this is really the first time I'm actually doing that, and it's because of what I learned last night, that I'm the stepchild. And his daughter is his daughter. And my stepsisters refer to me as their stepsisters. And so that's fine because that's the truth of our relationship. And it's also the energetic truth of our relationship. Well, for me, that's not good enough. I don't want to be step. I don't want to be outside. I don't want to be the outsider, the interloper, the one who's like not valid, or the one who comes after the others. If that is the relationship you want to have with me, then you will be having a relationship with air, because I will not be a part of something where I am not embraced 100%. If you can only accept me conditionally, then I will not be taken upon conditions. You either, and this is true for all of my relationships, my blood relationships or the relationships of word. My stepfather, when I was a kid, told me that he was going to officially adopt me. And all of a sudden, hey, we're going to totally get you officially adopted. And then circumstances changed. And then it became, we're not going to officially adopt you. It's okay. We're just going to give you our name, and um, you can just call yourself that. We'll do a name change, which they never officially did. And so there's all this lack of, we're going to do this and then we're not going to do this. Look, this is what people do to one another very often. And sadly, so many relationships are marriage. These are the vows. We're going to be honest and true, and then circumstances are going to change. I don't feel as good anymore. Now we're going to get divorced. Our society is so heavily based on going back on commitments and not honoring your word and thinking that that's okay, and it's just not okay. So for this new moon in Pisces, um, I want you to figure out what your key shadow is for you right now. You can look at what you're feeling right now, and I want you to take affirmative action on whatever that key shadow is. For me, the key shadow is being a stepchild. I will no longer be a stepchild, and I will no longer treat myself as a stepchild. So that means firm commitments to myself. It means taking affirmative action on my behalf, listening to my needs, not putting off my needs for the comfort of other people. Now, this does not mean that I'm going to be a bully and bulldoze and just be all about me. No, but I am going to listen to myself because I am responsible for listening to myself. And I got to be honest with you, I've ignored my own needs. I've ignored my own emotional well being and put other things on top and given other things priority when it didn't deserve it, when I needed to be there for myself. I'm responsible. This is not my stepdad's fault. He and I are energetic beings that have chosen to come to earth to do this work together, to walk life in this way together. This is our contract. This is our commitment to one another at the level of the soul. And I am now saying that I'm ready to evolve to the next level. I've learned my lesson. There is no more step life inside me. No more inner stepchild, no more treating myself like I'm a stepchild. And this is the power of Pisces. We no longer have to be subject to things that are keeping us at a level of sorrow, of outsiderhood, of abuse, of and don't get me wrong, my dad's not abusive, but I'm abusive. I abuse myself. I abuse myself emotionally. I bulldoze. I force myself to work when I need sleep. This morning, my body was like, I need to sleep. I need to rest. What did I do? I got up. I forced myself to meditate. I forced myself to stay awake for my meditation so that I could come here and do this live stream on time. I forced that. Well, my body is rebelling. I'm having hot flashes right now. I feel like I can't really use my voice. My mind is not clear. That's okay. I'm going to go take care of myself afterward. But here's what I need for you to do. I need you to make some kind of a commitment to listen to yourself, to heal your emotional wounding so that you can be in great form, so that you can actually move forward with your heart's desires. Because I'm doing that for myself. And I'm glad I came on here to do this live stream because I know this is going to touch somebody at 5:21 in the morning. And I made a commitment to doing these live streams. And it is important that I follow through with my commitments to you and to myself as well. So we are going to do readings for this live stream. So if you would like to have a reading, please type your message in on either Instagram or on YouTube. And I am going to do a reading for you. I feel really good that I have discovered this. And my self feels really lit up, which is why I'm actually having the hot flash. because I'm literally on fire. This is a huge, my forehead is itching. My third eye is like, girl, my head is hot. My arms are hot. My God, I'm really hot flashing right now. This is a trip. But I totally get it. This is an eye-opening experience. How do I treat myself like a stepchild? Ooh, right? Right? So powerful. All right. So if you want a reading, hey, good morning, Love Her Productions. It was exactly what I needed this AM. Reading, please. Healing my love relationship. What does Spirit say? Um, okay, I realized I left my big iPad over there, but I'm not going to get it. I'm going to use this iPhone. Okay. Ooh, outsider, being an outsider. This is huge for me. Okay, so, Love Her Productions wants to know what Spirit says about her healing her love relationship. Didn't we just answer this for you on Wednesday? Didn't we just answer this question? Okay, wait. Love Her Productions. Did we not just answer this question for you on Wednesday? What did I tell you on Wednesday? You get back to me because I need to know that you're actually responding and using the information I give you, because did you just ask me this? What did I tell you? The reason I'm saying this is because this same card came up. Wednesday was about money. When did we pull the Emperor for you? You asked about love last week. So what did I tell you last week? Because that exact same card has just come up. Last week, didn't you get the Emperor card? Because that card just came up again, which tells me that you aren't listening. I have to go back and watch. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, the message for you was something about taking charge. Hold on. Okay, I can't remember. So here's the message for you. You need to be active and take charge and take care. This is the same message. You need to go back and listen for last week. That's your reading for this week. Go back and listen to what was said last week, because number one, you need to take these readings that I'm giving you to heart. This is not a joke. If you are getting a reading from me, you have to apply. You have to apply what I'm saying. Spirit is not fucking around. This is not a joke. This is not a joke, okay? I don't get to get away with not doing what Spirit tells me. You don't get to get away with not doing what Spirit tells you. And then you don't get to come back to me and ask me the same question and to reread for you. This is not how this is going to work, young lady, okay? This is going to be about you actually doing what I say. And if I give you a reading, you need to write it down, take some notes, and ask a follow-up question if you don't understand what it means to do. So I'm going to read this for you again, but here's the rule. Don't ask me another love question. You don't get to just say, tell me what's up with love. You need to come in with information that says, okay, last week you told me to do this, and I did this. So now what's the reading from there? This is for everybody. I'm gonna have to write this up and make this a policy, okay? When you get a reading, it is for real. That's rule number one. The reading is real. This is not a joke. Spirit doesn't play around. Rule number two, you must apply what we said. And then when you get another reading, you must tell me how you applied it. You must tell me how you applied your message, and then you get to ask for a reading based on what you applied, not just, okay, just tell me something. That's not how it's going to work. Not doing that anymore. Okay. All right. Okay. Um, Love Her Productions. What I need you to do right now is to sit for a moment, get your emotions in order, and find some balance within yourself, and then ask a specific question that you need to have answered, something that's going to be helpful for you. But you need to take responsibility for your emotions and what your emotions are doing. You need to breathe, you need to ground, you need to pray, but you got to get real, okay? All right. When you have your reading, go ahead and type it in. Like when you have your question, type it in, but make it come from a place of like knowing you've listened to you. Don't, this is for everybody. I can't hold space for you today so that you can go and just fuck it up tomorrow. Okay? The reason I'm saying that is because we, we people all don't hold space for ourselves. We abandon ourselves all the time. It has to stop. So I am here to hold space for you. I am here to help you ground. But you're my little sister. You don't get to go beat up on my little sister when I walk away. That's not how it's going to be. You don't get to abuse yourself and treat yourself like you don't matter just because I'm not here to keep my eye on you. So don't treat my little sister like that. Don't turn your back on her when I'm not there. Okay. So you need to love her like I love her. Hold her accountable, hold yourself accountable, stand up and be the leader inside yourself. Okay. That's for you, Love Her Productions. All right. I'm going to hop over here on Instagram and see shout outs to all you lovely people who have joined me and that I didn't necessarily say hello to. I'm sorry, but I'm getting these readings, so I'm going to do it. Hey, Adriana. She says, I'm glad I'm awake to watch this. I would love a reading, please. I can't think of a specific question, though. Adriana, are you still on here? Okay, no, I don't think so. Okay, hold on. All right, Adriana, here's your reading. I'm just giving you a reading right here, right now. We're going to just throw this out here to you. Boom, Adriana, you have the Knight of Swords. And the idea is that, girl, your head is on fire, all right? Which tells me that the message definitely is about your head being on fire. So this is a good thing. Using your mind is really, really good. But if your mind is going to an extreme, I think you probably need to consider toning that down a little bit. So, Spirit loves your beautiful mind. It loves the activity. It loves how you are very good in your mind. It's a very good tool for you. But be careful that you're using it too much as a weapon. So your mind is a tool, not a weapon. That's your reading. When you learn how to balance those, you will find that your life experience elevates. Okay? That's your reading, Mama Bear, Adriana. Okay? I'm hopping back onto YouTube right now, and I see that Piyali Das. Well, hello there. Oh, Piyali Das, you gave me a very specific question. You were like, will my future lover be a foreigner? What does he look like? I love this question. I love this question because that's the same question I ask. I'm like, Spirit, show me an image and let's see what image comes up. Let's see. Priyali Das. Priyali Das would like to know what her lover looks like. Foreigner? Let's see. Oh, this is interesting. Hold on. Hold on. I'm reading this card image. Hold on. Ooh, okay. Okay, hold on. I have to make sure that I get this right. Hold on. Okay, so I'm getting very strongly that you're going to be getting married. I don't know how you feel about marriage, Piali Das. You can write me and tell me how you feel about marriage. But I feel very strongly that you're going to be getting married, and it's going to be to someone who really treats you as his queen, who is very who this person watches you. He um, has you as the center of his focus. Like he's very much, but it's a good marriage. Like, I don't mean that he's obsessive with you. Like, that's not what I mean at all. But I do mean that he holds you in really high esteem and that he works to, um, that he really works to make sure that you have what you need. That's the message that I'm getting about him. Now, you are wondering what he looks like, and I'm having a hard time. Oh, okay. I took two cards. So right now, so here's the second part. The first part is that number one, you have a marriage partner that's coming to you. Number two, um, he is fallow right now. So you're going to need to wait a little bit because he is feeling invisible. He feels invisible. He's been working really, really, really hard. But what's happened is he's worked really hard. He's at a little bit of a creative burnout. He's in a cycle of burnout. And so what he has to do is to rest, lie fallow, and then he will recharge and his creativity will come back, and then he will reach out to you. If you don't understand the concept of fallow, please let me know. That is not a common word that we use all the time, but that's the message that I have for you. All right. So I'm sorry I cannot tell you if he's foreign or not. I feel like if I were going to answer that, like I feel like that's like the answer to that didn't come to me. But if I read a little bit more, I feel like he's not foreign to you, or he's not foreign. Hmm. Well, no. Okay. Yes. All right. I can confidently answer that. I would say that he's not foreign. I would say that he's actually homegrown. And, or if he's foreign, he has been wherever you all are for a long time to the point where he has established some roots there. Okay. That's my answer for you, Piali Das. All right. Back here on Livestream, D Lovely. Hi, love your posts, and they made a lot of sense to me. What do spirits say for my love and money relationships? D Lovely. Let's D Lovely. Aw, that's cute. D Lovely. D Lovely. That's really cute, actually. Um, okay. Love and money relationships. That's so interesting. Okay, such a interesting question. Love and money relationships for D Lovely. Okay, so we have the Three of Swords, and basically, your money and your love are suffering from the same affliction, and that is your wounded heart. It seems that something happened to you that really just broke your heart. And once you find out what that is and heal and repair it, you will be uplifted, and situations will change for you for the better, without a doubt. Um, but this is not an easy thing. This is the Three of Swords. And it basically shows a beautiful swan that has just been taken down. Swans are really powerful, really graceful, really strong. They're really badass birds, right? And to take down a swan is like the worst. It's like taking something of beauty, purity, that's your heart, right? And just plunging swords into it. The key is to understand that swords represent the mind. And so, by for you, your responsibility in this is that along with the wounding that came from the outside world, is the wounding that came from your own mind about yourself, about the nature of you, okay? And you took it to heart. So now what you have to do is pull those swords out and find yourself again and put yourself back together. Put the strength back in those beautiful swan wings and give birth to yourself again. All right? All right, darling. So that is your reading for D Lovely. All right? Okay. All right. So, Piali, it seems like, uh, okay, so I've not heard anything back from Piali. So that seems to resonate with you. I'm going to leave that. And so there are no other questions. So Love Her Productions, you need to give me your question now that you've gotten grounded, okay? And hey, Maura. And Mama Bear says, up, thumbs up, boom. Hi, Sarah. Mama Bear is here. Sarah says, I'm cleaning the house, listening to your wisdom. Lots of love. Thank you, Sarah. That's so nice. Thank you. Thank you, precious. All right. Everybody looks like they're done for today. So I wish you a happy new moon. If you've not joined my Forgive Yourself and Reset program, my on my website, please do, because Number one, it has the moon ritual in it, which has all these great questions that you should answer and look at and explore. And yeah, anyway, it's just awesome. The whole program's awesome. On Monday, we are going to, so every week we're going to heal part of the year. So on Monday, we're going to heal Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. So that's the first quarter of the year, the astrological year. So we're going to do work to heal the body, to heal our money, and to heal our mind. So body, money, and mind, and communication on Monday, that next week. So definitely hop into the program. There's a link in Instagram in my bio. You can find that in my Linktree bio on Instagram. And there's a link in the YouTube description so that you can find this blah, blah, blah. Yes. Okay. My body is saying, go back to bed. All right. So that's it. I'm signing off for now. I will see you guys back here on Wednesday for the Jailbreak Your Heart and Howl at the Moon live stream, weekly live stream. And that's 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll do readings then, and I'll check up with you, and everyone will be raising the stakes on their questions, right? So, love her production. You're like, I'm done. I don't have another question. All right, sweetheart. I will see you today in class, right? I hope I will see you today in class, and we can work on things more deeply. All right. All right. So signing off, everybody. See you guys next week. Mwah. Okay. Bye for now. Wait, how do I end here? Ah, down there, right. Oh.